Drops
There's
water
a bad
into
moon
dust.
on your ass. I just Scooby-Dooed, and then I followed through. 'Cause I'm singing some song that's not really anything to do with anything. Bing, 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 bing. Bong, bong, bing, 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 bing. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, boom, boom, boom.
And the song is Sea of Love, performed by Cat Power. And yes, I know that's not an original.
Sea of Love? What's the matter?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. The song that I couldn't remember what it was that I wanted to listen to.
Looks like we're in for stormy weather. I don't go around tonight trying to take your life. There's a bad moon.
Okay, so apparently something I just named is already existent in a video game, but it looks nothing like. Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. Moon River!
Moon River, wider than the mile. Passing you in style, some. That river?
What? Bette Midler?
Bette Midler?
Bette Midler.
Bette Midler? Bette Midler? Really? At your time of life? With your reputation?
Bad reputation?
Bingo. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Dun, dun, dun. Ba, 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 ba.
7th level spells are bad, right?
Seventh level spells are bad.
Yeah, free level 7 spells.
They're very powerful, yeah.
Hail, Traveler.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we all doing? Right.
I am all right.
I'm
about
alright too. Had quite a good day yesterday at work, and then the next day was like no one turned up, so it was very quiet.
Ooh.
So I watched about 3 episodes of Sex Pistols, or Pistols TV show about the Sex Pistols. Very good.
Oh, is that new Netflix series?
I think it's Disney, but yeah.
Oh, it might be Disney. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I've seen the adverts for it. I haven't seen the series, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
remember
that's remember that they come into the shop with a shit ton of shoes for me to fix from the 80s?
Oh,
Those are the shoes from
yeah.
that TV show, yeah.
All right, I want to get Wall of Fire and Fire Shield.
I want to get Wall of Fire and Fire Shield too.
No, you just fireball, more fireball, and then another fireball. That's what you want.
I
could
invented
be
a fireball spell in 1980 something called because we just done magnesium and science, so I had a magnesium fireball that blinded everyone as well.
Now how do you add a level on your spell sheet since I can cast a 4th level spell?
You don't. You just look at the
If it-
description and you can just write. You hold down the damage dice and you can just keep on clicking on the dice and just add dice.
Or if you want to add it to your action tab, you just drag the spell to it and make a slot for it. Talking about?
Yeah, you can do it that way as well. But if you want, like, if you got like a 1st level spell, you want to be able to yank up 3-4 levels.
All right, so thank you, got it.
But
just let me know. I'll be studying these, so you can let me know when I can use them. 11.
What's that?
I'll be studying these in the meantime. You can let me know when I can use them.
When you get to
I
level
don't know.
25, you can use.
I need to change some of my spells at some point.
I just realized that the spell that I made. Oh man, sorry guys.
It's never a good sign when he says, "Oh, sorry."
Well, you might as well change your spells now while waiting for Jediah. Pardon.
Yeah, I haven't gone through them. As I say, but, I'm too tired. I'm too tired today, to be honest. I've been on the road. Oh, fuck it. I know where everybody was, where you from your fucking shop was. They're on the fucking road. Nuts.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's mental. It was like, yeah, just no one around. I mean, I must have served like maybe 3 customers.
God, the traffic was nuts today. I came back from my dad's today again, but yeah, it was nuts. I was lucky though. Going the other way was way worse. The amount of queues I came past was nuts. Got stuck in a few, but nothing as bad as the other way.
So on Wall of Fire, I'm seeing 2 things for damage. I guess one's for one side and one's for the other or something.
For what?
The Wall of Fire spell says one side of the water selected by you when you cast a spell deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side. I don't know why it's showing me 2 damage slots on my character sheet.
Probably one or the other.
Oh, they're both 5d8.
Yeah. Well, as I'm saying, I don't see a 5d8 on the spell cast, so I don't know why there's a 5d8 at all.
There's an attack button, a
Oh, that's
save,
all.
and
damage.
there's damage.
I'm looking
and
at
then
Fire Shield.
There's the
I'm looking at Fire
concentration.
Shield.
See, now Fire Shield does fire or cold. So,
Yep. And they
I was
give
thinking-
opposing resists with Fire Shield.
Right.
That's-
And I was
that's what-
thinking that's why I think the wall of fire, that's what's confusing because I know one had the cold. I thought this one would have it as well, but it doesn't. It has two fires on it. I don't know why.
Could it be because it's saying that it that don't make any sense to me either.
I mean, it's the same damn thing for fire spell.
The
Ability damage.
only thing I can think is that because it says that you get to pick a side of the wall, maybe somebody coded it twice to have one for each side of the wall, even though only
That's what
one
I'm
side of
thinking.
the wall is. That's the inside. That's the outside. I think one.
I want the enemy side doing the damage. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you get to pick which side is the enemy side in there. BRB in 2 minutes ish.
Well, I wonder if I can make it. It's 60 foot long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Make it a circle of fire barrier. Ring yourself with a wall of fire. Oh, 20 feet in diameter. Okay, cool. See, they can.
Hello.
If you're going into, you may already have it, I don't know. If you're going into like heavy fire stuff, Daddio, you could do what Drenos does in Jim's campaign,
What's that?
which is, one of the, I can't remember which is which. There's one called Evocation, which is a specialization, and there's an, what are they? Is it Fire Mastery and Evocation that he uses?
Yeah, something like that, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's basically one lets them, so even if they save, they still, even if they resist, they still take damage.
Yeah, that's the spell that if they make their save, they take half damage on all these.
Yeah, and then there's another one where I can bend the spell. So if me or Jacka were stood in front of you, in front of a room of 5 people, I can launch a fireball in and I won't hit that person, because otherwise you just torch everything. Which is,
Yeah, I have that on Jimmy's thing where I'm specialized, so I don't affect
yeah,
my
I can't remember if that's
party
evocation or
member.
specialization in the element. Which I can't remember which one's which, but yeah. It's not so much a spell; it's a talent. I think both of them. But yeah, they are the one way you can bend the spell is super handy, because even with stuff like burning hands and that, or whatever element you're
Spell
special.
shaping, so you just dodge your friends. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And the higher level you go, the more people you can avoid. So
I think
it starts off.
I think it's adept, and it's elemental adept, is it? And you pick an element or something like that.
Yeah, and you start off with one person you can avoid, then it's 2 people, and you basically put holes in the spell where your friends stand. But that's more of a sort of long-term thing if you haven't got it. But as you go up in level, it gets better and better and better, until eventually you can just launch a fireball into the middle
Oh,
of
and it
all your
also
friends.
re-rolls 1 damages. So if you roll a 1, it makes it a 2, doesn't it? I think all 1s become 2s on damage dice. So yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. It's good. But it is not a spell as such, it's a talent. So you need to get that through leveling. Which is good, actually. Makes it better, because you don't have to cast it. I can't remember which spells. I just decided I had too many spells that were on strike, and I thought I should do more useful things. I think it was Searing Smite, oddly. Yeah, I think we've got enough burn. Was it Branding Smite?
All right. So Bod does have a turn undead. He just hasn't picked it. You get turn undead and 1 channel divinity based on your god. So you get turn undead, something else. So yeah, Bod can turn undead. Here comes Bod.
Where do I... Is it in the library that you find your...
Hey, Jedi.
Yep.
How's everyone?
Good.
Good, thank you, sir. How are you doing tonight?
Not too bad.
Good. Great fantasy grounds.
Where do I look for spell list, Jim? Is it in the modules?
Wizard spells or
character? It's in the character thing. Character, and then spells and feats. It might be in feats. Something adept, isn't it?
No. I'm just looking for paladin spells. I was looking
Oh
for.
right, yeah. So it's in the character slot and on the right character button. Got classes. Character classes, feats, races, skills, and spells.
Paladin new, and paladin optional.
I'll just pick paladin.
Just pouring a drink and then I'll be ready.
Feather Fall is a good spell to have. It's level 1.
I don't think paladins are very feathery or well.
No. I'm just looking at my wizard, trying to think what spell he's going to be getting. Hey, he ought to get Expeditious Retreat. Spells allow you to move at an incredible pace when you cast this spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can take the dash action. Means I can be up front and in back.
Now that I'm back at my desk, the way you described that, Daddy-O, is that it's like a mullet. Business in the front, party in the rear.
There you go.
A mullet spell.
I know that girl.
Hey, Jebediah, what's up? Why did I say Jebediah? I'm an idiot. Jediah. Apparently I'm a fan of the Amish. And now,
Apparently.
and I'm listening to La Bien Rose. Because I'm fucking weird. So I just realized I am going to I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're gonna close the table.
No, I'm not closing the table. I need to count something before I move. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We're close. We're real close. Trying to get to 8. All right. Ignore me. Ignore what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Yeah. Y'all were saying this was a rest, right? In the
little room.
That little room.
Yep.
All right, so just give you a long rest. That should bump up your spell slots, get all your business ready. Y'all can have the mullets of business.
You need to go and fix the experience on everyone apart from Daddy-O because we're all set to 14,000.
Oh, not Nefir. Nefir gets to stay.
What's it meant to be for next level? 23, is it?
23,000.
23,000 next level, yeah.
Well, all right. Spoiler alert. That's just because I gave you guys a promotion without fucking with your XP, and that's why that happened. It's not like you guys have earned that XP to level up. That is just a.
So have we leveled up?
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Well,
no.
Daddy-O leveled up.
If you got,
but
which is not end of business.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, end of business.
Hang on, what level am I?
6.
It should be 6.
6. Yeah.
Right.
So where is my XP?
The only reason Daddy-O got 7 is because he tricked me.
How'd I trick you?
You charmed him with your charming ways.
You
failed your charisma roll? What?
Yeah, you succeeded in your charisma roll.
You confused me about. I'm like, well, wait.
To be fair, I haven't had XP in months.
No, because I stopped giving XP because I don't care about it. It takes forever for the level with XP.
All right.
Like that's why the XP is fucked up because I'm not following it. Like, or else you guys still wouldn't have leveled to level 6. You would have been level 5 by the time you got here, which is just silly. So I was like, we're gonna just level up based on milestones at this point.
Hi, everybody.
Too long for the doesn't match the narrative of the story. You're progressing. Sorry about that noise. I don't know if you can even hear it, but
steamroller.
Yeah, they're fucking with the
His vibrator's on. Just turn your vibrator off. And stop putting it by the microphone if you're using it.
I wish.
That's what it is. He's sitting there going, it's roadworks. He's got a fucking massive vibrator out. It's roadworks, I promise. Hello, Thrift.
I just shut my window and it still doesn't help, but maybe you guys don't hear it at least. Because it might mute it enough. Hello, Thrift.
Just turn the vibrate setting down.
Yeah, sorry for it, whatever. It's now, the vibrator is now up my butt, so you can't hear it as loudly. That's why.
Hang on, I'm
Now
at least
sweating like a son bitch.
Oh, I've got that one. Shit.
I did that already.
No, I was just looking at swapping a spell, but
It was a long rest. I mean, if you want to do that before we start walking through this little thing.
yeah, I've just got so many fucking smites. There's no point. So I was gonna drop Searing Smite as we got the master of all flamey things. I've got
that little gnomish flamer. Fireball.
Lightning bolt's nice.
Yeah, Paladin's not so much on lightning bolt.
Why? Just look at Thor. He was like a paladin. Come on now.
I knew it.
Yeah, so we'll get you to figure that out. And
I want something that hasn't got fucking.
Dude, my fucking that thing is practically a vibrator. My ass is vibrating.
No, I'm trying to get something that hasn't got a fucking concentration on it.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, I know. Everything's got a concentration. I mean, I could just be boring and take cure wounds, but
Ooh. So when you cast a fireball using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot level above 3rd. So
Oh, really?
that'd be an extra d6 damage to a fireball. So that means I might be able to cast 5 fireballs. One is 4th and the other is 4 at level 3.
I thought you said you only had 3 level 3 spots.
Yeah, you could, but technically you got to set that in your. You've got to memorize them before. You can't just decide on the fly. You've got to memorize it.
That's what I'm saying. I could be able to cast 4 fireballs, 1 at 4th level and 3 at 3rd level.
Yeah, so you go to you down the bottom on your actions tab. There's a little thing that says mode, and you click on preparation, and then you type in how many you've memorized of each one, or which spells you've memorized.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think it's going to be particularly useful, but I'm going to go for command just for shits and giggles.
It might be useful.
Just
So how do I get rid of that? Close window, trash it. There we go. So am I better off taking it from the D&D handbook or the...
I believe command is...
Well, no,
the 5e effects coding one is the best one to take it from.
Yeah, except command doesn't really have any codes other than effect. It just doesn't actually, if I'm correct, right?
You'll have a save, won't it?
Oh, yeah, we'll have a save to be coded, yeah. So 5e effects spells is probably, the best one.
All right.
Effects coding.
I'll just swap that one for now.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so you guys napped in this little building and some light reading was done before everybody, took their naps, plus people on guard duty.
Praying.
What's that?
Praying, not reading.
Right? Well, I just remember because reminding you guys that the new.
I'm dumb as a brick. I don't even think I can read. I'm not sure.
Maybe not. I don't know. Can you?
Yeah, you read your family memoirs, yeah? Remember?
I don't know if you read the whole thing.
No, I probably can. I can read slowly. There we go.
Reminder that there's a lot of people working together here, and Arthur Mortigan seemed to be a fan of Orcus because apparently you can read Infernal, and I didn't even realize it. So you are aware of that. And there's a lot of papers on accounting and other various things in that junk pile on the left next to Nafir on that room. And
Couple trashy porn novels.
many trashy porn novels. What's that? I heard
No,
noise.
that's right. That's right.
We said wibble.
Wibble wobble. When you guys wake up, Jeed, Jaka, and was Bod? Let me check. Sorry, I gotta look at something. I should have checked this first. Yeah, so Jade and Bod, or Jade and Jaka, start to get a tingle in their fingers. It feels as if the wind is blowing from the north. It's almost like the tingling feels like if the wind was blowing on your fingers.
Okay, we're going to have a look around for secret doors. See where the wind's coming from.
It's
Did you
not
fart?
actual wind.
I was going to say, did you fart again, Jacka? But I'm still conscious, so probably not.
It's not
That was me,
actual
you'd be
like
dead.
wind.
It's not a secret door.
No, it's not like actual wind. It's a feeling, not a like actual.
I can't shake this feeling. There's a tingly feeling inside.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you mark off? Real quick question. How do you mark off what spells you're memorizing for the day?
For me, I always just did it in my notes section on my character sheet, which I don't know whether we have on this campaign.
You do, but you can just go to preparation and click on preparation where it says mode at the bottom of the action tab.
I did, but how do you select which spells you want?
Yeah, I literally just made a text list somewhere. So I literally wrote down in a list on my notes section of my character.
Okay, I'm on the actions tab and I don't see anything that says mode.
Should be at the very bottom.
Very bottom. It's part of the screen below the scrolling.
Yeah, it says
Where the blue.
Oh,
the blue,
mode standard. Oh,
yeah,
I see.
And then it goes combat preparation standard.
Okay.
Or you can just do the way Carlin did it, which is make a list. Yeah.
And then the other bit obviously is on your spell slots, so they don't auto tick off. So you just have to tick them off.
No, I know that, but as Levin was saying, you can only memorize a certain amount of spells per day.
Yeah, you can memorize 12.
They should have a little box that what you're memorizing.
Yeah, they should.
Things
I just found it easier just to make a list somewhere, even if it's on a separate text document. Just have a list somewhere.
Oh, sorry. I was the hotkey. I forgot. I'm trying to erase it, and I clicked it instead of right clicking. I have a bunch of shit on my hotkey. Oh, look at all the little movies. Okay, so we got movement. Bod is running up. Jaka is running up. Everybody else is left behind.
I didn't even realize the map was up.
I don't even have the map up. It is up.
I don't have the map either.
Double click on
you
your
can
token
click on
icon on your character sheet and it'll open it.
Yep, it'll open. Or I can
Not
share
the
it.
portrait, the token on the right hand side. The inspiration.
All right, so we're in that little room, right?
Yep. And people you run.
Follow the total.
Run while you can.
I get a tingling. I feel something.
Yes, y'all have
It's a sign.
The fear is bouncing into the walls again. You got to travel around the walls. And then it'll go. The line of sight is finicky, aka
Yeah, you can't walk through walls. Yeah, bit like a real dungeon.
There's the one thing I never like about. I still haven't figured out a good way of doing it. Of just saying we all walk around in a pack.
Yeah, I mean that's usually. I think these maps mostly should be for combat, shouldn't they? The rest of the time it's just
Standard marching order.
I mean, to be fair, before you guys ran way the fuck out of the way, you were literally right where you are now before you ran down the hall.
No, I'm not talking about this situation. I'm just talking about in general with D&D and maps, like online. I think it's just like the amount of time you spend just walking around like one at a time, just dunk-a-dunk-a-dunk-a-dunk. And it's just like, well, in reality, you would all just walk along a corridor.
To some degree, yes. And then to some degree, no.
Yeah, I mean, there'd be different times where you got someone sneaking and
Yeah.
but
Jacko doesn't believe in sneaking.
Or
I
Doris?
I can't sneak. So I don't.
Why is that light not present? I don't know. Jaka, you open the door and run in, and the lights, whatever fucking reason, weren't there to go out in the first place, but the lights are now out.
Okay.
In front of you, there is a massive, oh my god, that vibrating. Need a better washer and dryer system.
Vibrator.
God, the vibrator.
Wow.
No, it's just so
It's not
distracting.
that, I mean, it's a good adventure. It's not that exciting.
I'm just like, my whole, wow, where are we? Okay, Bod.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Someone else must have done clicked my token. Yeah.
I'm going to have a look out. I'm going to draw my sword so I've got some light. And there we go.
You got some light?
Yeah, I see the problem. I see the problem.
The swirly whirly, you see it. How come I can't see it? If I click on Jaka, I can see it.
I see it.
Okay, now when I had to click on one of y'all to get the damn lighting effects to appear, and now they're not off because foolishness.
Nice, 20.
Oh, we're doing initiative, aren't we? Oh, good. I'm always really good at these.
I got some pretty good rolls.
That's not bad.
It was
10.
almost a 19. You just kicked the table
Yes.
at the wrong time.
No, I'm
Yep.
pretty happy with a 9.
All right, now we just need a Nafir
I'll
to do
take a 9.
Nice, there we go. All y'all's got initiative, and that is a nice little order. Looks like the Night Walker, which
What is it?
it's a big giant walking. Here, let me see if I'll pull up a little picture, give you a little comparison inside.
Whatever it is, it's going to be burning in a moment.
There, that's a human person standing there. This
Oh, shit.
massive, tall room, this big thing there. And Jade, I'm going to type something to you real quick.
Remember that 4th level fireball spell I told you I was memorizing?
Yeah, fireball is for groups of monsters. Don't waste it on one. That's where lightning bolt comes in. Yeah.
Dude, I see. I'm up to your knee, and look how big that fucking thing is to a human. Okay, so just think of how big it is to me.
By the way, Daddy, you don't need to remember the list of spells you remember isn't based on the level. It's the base level of the spell. So one of your spells is fireball. You could choose to cast it at 3rd, or you could choose to cast it at 4th.
Right. Well, if I memorize it for the 4th at once and then 3 times for the 3rd, I'll be able to cast 4 of them.
No, you just memorize it 4 times, and then when you cast it, you decide what you're going to cast it as. But you can only cast it as 4th level 1 time.
Right. That's
out
what
of
I'm
the
saying.
4. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jack is going to move there.
Jaka runs on the opposing side of the brazier.
No, well, it's not my go yet, so I shall keep stum.
'Tis the Jaka's turn, who has raged and managed to hit the giant, tall, massive thing, because he's giant, tall, and massive, and wounded. 16 points of damage. Hit.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And 10 points of damage. When you swing, you notice that the body kind of molds and warps around the hit of your weapon as it strikes. You can tell that you're still hitting it, making contact, and by the recoiling and flinching of the creature, you can tell you're actually hitting it. But it is not. I can't tell which token is yours. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I'm just not moving people till it's their turn. That's all.
Yeah. Well, it's his turn, so.
Yep. Oh no, that's what I was saying. I got.
All right. Yeah, I see.
Oh, that little tunnel was a mess.
Nathier's moving as well.
No, it's all good. I figured it out. It just took me a second because I'm blind as a
feet
bat.
charger.
Although technically bats aren't blind. Now Bod gets to do something. An additional 5 damage, I'm assuming.
Yarp.
You like the 5 damage.
Yeah, Bod maybe needs a magic weapon now.
Maybe. Man, if he could only hit anyways. And yeah. Now it is Naphir's turn. So Naphir's going to use the first 10
Zim ziminy,
make
zim
it to the
ziminy,
corner.
zim
And sees the
zim
large, massive, tall beastie in the room ahead. You can only see the lower half of it because the doorway is smaller than the massive size of the room ahead.
Where's Warren G?
I don't know.
Warren G is underneath Nathir.
Oh.
I was up there behind Jade. I don't know what.
No, you were back in your. You weren't because your move didn't get approved because it's not your turn. I just moved Nathir off your token though, so that way you can still see.
Hey, how do I attack again? With my short bow, click on the die +8.
On the one that has a die +8 is your 2 hit. That is correct. And then after you hit, if you do hit, you do the one next to it for the damage.
No.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. And this is a bad individual, toughest one you fought so far that you're meant to actually beat for the win. Just let you guys know, fair warning.
Yeah, I thought so when you were saying I'm sorry earlier.
Yeah, well, I'm not really sorry. I mean,
You just mean.
You were lying.
I am a lying liar face. Liar McLiarson.
Mama de Pichku.
All right, Naphir, if you want to, I don't know if you want to do any more movement, or if not, you just pass your turn to Warren G. And I hear regularly.
So, if I know that, do I know what kind of creature this is?
You would know.
Is it a demon? Is it undead? Is it? If I know that about it, do I know what it is?
It is. You would definitely think of it as. I would say you being a paladin would probably know that it's undead. Warren G runs into the room. I think Bod would probably know it's undead as well. Because you're familiar with types of ratty stuff, and you both prepare for battle because you're like, with Tempest, you're knowledgeable about your enemy, which would be undead,
the Night Walker.
devils, and
it's
demons,
not a day walker.
monstrosities. So you'd probably have that knowledge.
Naphir, are you done?
Did I?
Yeah, I guess I am.
All right. There we go. Cool. He succeeded and saved, so 30 damage. 6 damage.
So has he got has this thing got have you got the shape spell, have you?
He does, yeah.
All right, okay.
So he only took 6 damage on a resistance, which was 12, so he's resistance to half the damage. Basically.
Yeah, he's resisted to fire, which means he takes half,
Yep. So he saved, so he took half of your roll, and then he was resistant to fire, so he took half of that.
Now, if you had that thing that Kylan was talking about, even if it was resistant, it wouldn't have worked. It basically bypasses resistance on elemental adept or whatever it is.
It is Jade's turn.
Right, I'm going to try and flank this thing from Jack.
The opposing side. You want to get on that corner, all right? You should have enough movement, I think.
Yep.
Yep, you do. And you don't even jump over the...
As I'm sort of running around drawing my sword, I'm yelling, "Don't look at its face! It lies! It will trick you!"
I'm not sure who it's looking at right now.
Jacker looks at his toes.
It's probably looking closer to Bod than anything because it was looking down the
I can't see his face. It's too damn tall.
Well, I don't. You can do with it. I'm just telling you. You can do
You're like
with information as you wish.
And Warren's like, "You've got some nice knees there."
Want me to trim these toenails for you?
Oh, God.
I think according to that picture you showed, a gnome wouldn't even come up to his knees. He'd
No,
be looking more at his shin.
Yeah.
He's probably looking at his big toe. Yeah.
You're just like the new shoe shine guy right now. You're just like, "Here, let me get this rag out."
I'm going to try and hit it. While this lot of discussing. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, you wasted that one for your initiative on your hit. That was only your first one. You still got 2 more. Oh, my. Oh, that one was a hit. Seemed to be hitting with a 15, but missing with a 13. So
Right.
you guys are close, but that one really got you.
Fire didn't work, so let's try this.
Power of the holy god. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Branding smite. The fire turns to light, and I'm going to, on the sword, and I'm going to try it with that.
Where do you go? See what happens. 23 damage. Nice little roll there.
Can't do that very often.
You're like, "I'm going to do that every chance I can." Hey, you hit on a 14. Look at
Wow, good rolls tonight.
that.
This has just got to be a normal hit, I think.
All right. 11 damage. Normal hit. Still got a green dot. This is slightly different green. If you guys mouse over the green dot, does it have a little word pop up, or is that only for me?
Wounded.
Okay, all right.
Which we can see in the combat tracker. This is
okay.
Ready.
Let's see. Oh my god, this might be bad. What does this mean? A creature reduced to 0 hit points from damage dealt dies and can't be revived by any means short of a wish spell. Well, okay.
Means if we're dead, we can't be resurrected. Unless someone has a wish.
He hit. This is going to kill him, isn't it?
It was a plus 12 to hit.
What's that?
It was a plus 12 to hit.
I keep dropping it on the wrong fucking thing. I'm an idiot. There, he actually rolled it. Oh, that was a terrible roll. Fucking 4 dice should have... What is Wrath? Oh, that's your revenge attack? Succeeded, whatever that means. I succeeded. That means you don't do it, right? Why'd you do it twice? Man, you're just trying to get free hits, aren't you? Aren't you, Bob? Oh, sucks for you. I get to do it twice. Oh. That really sucks for you. You would think with those, like, it'd be like, oh, God, fucking terrible rolls, man. Nafir goes first. Why are you rolling Wrath of the Storm 75 times? He gets it once per round, doesn't he? Not 4 times?
He's using bennies.
There's no such thing as bennies in this. How did you just do like 48 damage for something you should only be able to use once at all?
Are you ready for my turn?
I'm waiting for Jiminy Monka to respond as to why he's pressing something now 9 times.
Sorry, yeah, but 2 of them didn't actually hit the monster because he wasn't targeted.
None of them should. None of them should.
No, he gets Wrath of the Storm 4 times.
But not on the same hit.
It was a separate hit.
Yeah. But you're using it twice per time.
No, it's one's. No, it's not. It's not twice. One of them's thunder and one of them's lightning. It takes lightning and thunder damage.
Ah, okay. It just looks like with the amount of rolls, it looks like you're doing something shady as hell.
Oh no, I will not. I'm just.
I don't mind if the creature dies, but not the shady shit. So I have.
No, it's not shady shit, but he does the next
It
one.
looks shady.
The next Wrath of the Storm does 75 d6 damage plus 12 per dice, so it's instant kill to everything except to God.
Well.
Anyways, Nathier's go. No, he gets to use it 4 times a day.
Sorry, Nafier, I was investigating shady stuff, but it's you gotta keep them honest. Sneaky. All right, Nafier,
How much damage has Bod taken? 26. Wow.
That's only 26. That's pitiful.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
It's almost like he has healing spells, and some of you have potions, and Jade has lay on hands.
Yeah, I'd rather be getting it dead than trying to out heal it.
Yeah, well, yeah. To each their each.
We need a priest for the raid. Nafier, it's your go.
Yep.
Are we all done?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know how comes I muted myself.
You hit with the first one, so we'll go with that. So you get to do your damage on that bad boy. With a roll of 19, definitely hit.
Among the rising.
He partially resisted the fire damage, so he took 2 damage. He's a creature of anger, and technically he's undead, so that wouldn't mean he lives in a fiery hell world, would it?
No, it could be living in a frozen wasteland too.
That too, yeah.
He's living in a dungeon by the looks of it.
Yeah, he is residing down here. All right. So he seems to not really care much about the work of the firebolt in this particular encounter. He's this giant, tall monstrosity of an undead creature is just like shrugs it off and kind of looks at you, and you can see in its weird, twisted face almost a smirk.
Wipe that fucking smirk off its face. Can't see his face, but I know his toenail smirking at me.
His toenail curls into a smile. No. All right. Anything else, Nafier?
Nope, I passed my turn.
Oh, all right. I didn't hear the ding. Why didn't I hear the ding? Because I was selecting something. That's weird. All right, let's see. Let's see. He turns and strikes at the turtle. And of course hits. He lays into the Jacka. Now he turns rapidly and swings. And everyone's favorite Jade. Actually misses. Motherfucker!
Hey, he had his back to Jade, turned around. Wait, where's Jade? I missed him.
Sorry, next time.
I ducked.
You ducked. Now it's Jade gets to go again. You bastards.
Fucking hell. Let's try and get this thing dead, I guess.
Do your worst. Definitely hit.
May as well use the other.
You're like every spell slot you have.
Do I use the other smite? No, I'm going to use Divine Smite.
Do your worst. So it should. Okay, it did do the third dice. All right. Okay. Because it's divine. The other one wasn't divine smite. All right.
Yeah.
27 damage. That's a nice. The 2 kind of blew it up there, but that 8 and 7 were really good. 27 more damage. You've changed the shade of its little damage meter. Ooh, you strike at it and hit it again.
Same again.
It's now looking at you, and
By Tempest, I strike you down.
as before, you see the same thing that I messaged you earlier about the creature d.
Yeah, I'm not looking at his face. I'm just chopping it down from the bottom up.
It's all right.
I don't care.
You're gonna see his face anyways. Oh, that 1 fucking ate it up. That 2 ate it up. Oh, still 20 damage. Now it looks like that little dot is yellow. You still have 1 more attack, and you notice when you survey where the wound was on the being, the gash forms into a mouth, and above it eyes appear. And you see that nice little face right in his amorphous. What's the word? His body changes shapes. Ha. Oh.
Same again for loud.
This
I'm
is,
going to bury my sword into that face.
apparently you did not like that face at all.
Say ah.
Ah.
Emoji me, will you, motherfucker?
Oh, holy shit. No, that was the worst dice roll possible for that. Like, you got a couple of 3 ones.
Still 32.
32 damage.
Welcome
That's a big.
D&D.
That is 32 damage is still 32 damage, but oh man, those 3 ones really torch you. You could have got another like 8 damage easy. Oh man. 32 damage. You embed your sword right into the mouth of that fucking that appeared in that little face at his leg. And as you pull your sword out, the face dissipates and it just looks like gnarled, muscled texture.
Oh yeah. Boom.
Now it's Jaka's turn.
Better stick that effect on me, since I'm level 6 now.
Go on. You're doing your big bad.
No, I'm just doing my immune to all that other shit that things can do to you. I'm gonna bash him.
FK sec.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he dodged. You still have a couple of inspirations you could use to re-roll those, remember?
Oh yes, that's what I just did then. Use an inspiration to re-roll that one.
So that's your first hit. You definitely hit. Let's see if you can put some damage on.
Do inspirations
bollocks.
reset?
Oh, bullet. What's that?
Do inspirations reset every adventure?
No.
I'm using inspiration for this one as well.
You're gonna have no inspiration left. I award them.
Oh, fuck off! Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude! You have 1 lousy inspiration. Press that.
Warren G's go.
There, Warren G gets to go.
All right. How am I casting this fireball at 4th level?
Are you? I shouldn't say this, but are you sure you want to do that?
Especially since it only did it resisted the damage. You're just wasting a fireball. Fireballs are for rooms full of orcs and goblins. Yeah.
Well, half damage. It's the only thing I can do damage with. So either half damage or no damage.
Magic missile will damage it.
1d4 is less than half a fireball.
Fireball is a really handy spell when you're coming against a group full of a room full of monsters, not when you're coming up against a dragon.
I'll say that, like, again, I shouldn't be trying to suggest what to do, but I would say 6 damage on your roll versus 3d4 with the magic missile. Or do you have any other cantrips? I don't know. Or throw a fireball, because I'm okay with that too. I don't.
Fireball's wasted on this creature. Yeah, do something else. Even magic missile is better than that. It's going to automatically hit.
I wonder. All right, so now.
That's 6 damage, yeah.
Yep, drop that. Oh shit! I dropped that on the wrong person. Or actually, I didn't drop it on anybody. All right.
Nightwalk. Yeah. But that's much better than a fireball.
He didn't resist it at all. It guarantees the hit. All you have to do is roll the damage, then duplicate it 3 times. If you had rolled a 4, that would have been 12 damage. And if you cast it at a higher spell slot, it adds an additional magic
And he didn't resist any of it, yeah.
No, he can't resist any of that shit. But the fireball, if you roll lower damage and he resists it even more, it could be.
And you waited a
potentially-
4th level slot. Yeah.
I wonder though, what actually I don't know.
Bod's turn.
I should shut my mouth because I'm giving tips and that's a bad idea.
That's okay. Give tips. Right, this is
Well,
what
like-
Bod's doing. Gonna do guiding bolt.
So like shocking grasp is lightning. I don't know if that has resist or not though. Ah, Bob misses.
Why am I getting? I shouldn't be getting a disadvantage on that. So that's a hit.
Because his range is 15.
It was a
so-
spell. It's not a.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the other one was a 16. So 16 would have hit, wouldn't it?
16 would hit, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you got disadvantage because his range is 15, and it's a
Yeah, but it's only.
because
But
it
I'm
rolls-
not doing it. It's not a melee. It's a spell in melee range, and it's not a ranged attack. It's not me shooting him with a bow and arrow like in melee range. It's casting a spell. There's a
doesn't
bug in
matter.
that extension that does
Do
the
ya?
range attacks.
Do your stuff. Do your thing. Do it. Do it. Do it. CP actual damage.
Boom. Boom.
Nice.
Orangey.
Warren G gets to go first. Look at that.
Have you got lightning bolt, Moran G?
Yes, there is shocking grasp. I don't know what this thing's immune to. though.
Shocking grasp, you have to touch him. I'm not getting anywhere near.
What if you used your cold version of this shield and like walked up on no, I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
What other spells you got?
Let's see. Chill resist, 2d damage, cold against anything touching for 10 minutes.
What
Chill
about
resist. What's that? Attacking spells.
what about levitating it and then dropping it?
Yeah,
That ain't gonna
ghost,
happen.
dude.
I can only levitate so much weight.
Levitate a ghost. Levitate up to its face and then look into its eyes and get hypnotized. Yeah.
There's oh, that would be funny though. This big ass thing gets lifted in the air and then it's up to 500 pounds.
Better tick off that level 1 spell, wouldn't I? Or deep boom.
Do your best.
I know we just rested, but I'm nearly out of magic, boys.
It-
Or I'm
it's,
nearly out of divine power.
it's got heavy damage. You guys are doing
He's orange.
Slugging at it.
I'd say you guys are probably doing a little worse than I expected, to be honest, but I fully expect you guys to beat this thing easy at this point. I say worse than expected only because
It's not dead
a couple of the roll. Well, no, a couple of the rolls were just ass. Like those, like the 3 1s on that crit really hurt. Like I was like in my head when I'm like, yeah, they could beat this. They could beat this. It's not too tough. Not too tough. Still tough, but not too tough.
Well, if you
Alright,
do
I'm
shocking grasp on him, move up to him, then move away. You're gonna
mean-
get plus. You got advantage on attack rolls because I've just given the guiding bolt. There you go.
I mean, and for the you are in melee range for him
Actually,
right now, Warren. Anyway.
There's a good point. None of us have been getting advantage on attacks.
How am I in melee range of him?
His range is 15 feet.
Maybe
But that's
we
his
don't.
range, not Warren G's
Yeah.
range.
My
Yeah, not
range
more
isn't
than
15 feet. So
No, but I'm saying he can hit you, even where you're standing.
What?
You might as well run up and shocking grasp him and then run away.
Can this thing? Well, maybe it can. Can this thing see all around it all at once?
In
No, I think
theory,
it's just
yes.
a bug with the extension. We should be getting just click the advantage button when we attack because we're flanking.
Yeah, that's maybe why. Because none of us have had advantage yet.
magic missile, what I'm doing for that extra damage that you're saying? Or you're doing it?
Yeah,
Or
just do it. You just drag. All you do is you drag the damage roll onto the target a couple extra times.
Well, you
And
didn't
it
roll though,
sucks.
did you?
You did.
Oh, we
And
did.
it just
Oh,
sucked.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just sucks that you keep rolling 1s. That is not fun. Fear, I guess, can do some dirty work. Fear charges in. Sounds like a dagger blast about to happen. Ooh, with the advantage. You hit.
Shocking grasp.
He resisted that as well, yeah. Did you mean he's got resistance to lightning and fire?
He's a magic,
probably
but
got
not force. We know that because the magic missile's not getting resisted.
He's probably got resistance to elemental.
He has. There are ones that he's not resistant to, but there are a couple he's immune to. You just haven't found them yet.
Are you going to move, Nathan, or
Well,
is that the end of your go?
Let's carry on not finding what he's immune to.
I'm gonna. Oh no, it's John's turn.
Well, he's damn sure not immune to divine, so you didn't roll advantage, dude.
I will
You
next
still hit
one.
anyways. You still hit anyways. But you
Yeah,
missed
but
the
you
chance
might
to
have
crit.
got you might have got a crit.
That's true. 16 damage. You guys are like ganging up on this one. Something fierce. You hit that time, but definitely didn't crit. Oh, look at that. 13 damage. That just basic melee weapon damage that's magical is doing the trick. Now Bod goes.
Bod.
Because you have the magic weapon there, huh? Bod doesn't have a magic weapon.
Bod is going to heal himself. Yeah.
He heals. Now Jade with 3 attacks.
Well, as I say, they ain't all gonna hit hard because
You're going to get 3 20s.
How many spell slots do you have left?
2.
Ah. You're like, we have to put an end to this thing now. You hit 17 plus 9 is 26.
Let's do a normal attack.
Big money, big money, big money. Damage 8. That was not big money.
Well, it's not gonna be.
That was a hit.
Well, screw it. May as well. Come on, die!
Big money,
You
big
should get an
money.
extra 3d8 damage, shouldn't it, for that? Yeah.
Yeah, for that one because it's undead. That was.
Bollocks.
You should let me blow on the dice for you next time. 17 damage though, still double what you did last time.
I don't know why you laugh. I'm used to these rolls by now.
I know.
Final attack.
One more. Big
Oh,
money,
hang on.
big money.
Sorry, that should have been an advantage.
You hit. Roll again just to see. Yep. And if it doesn't crit, you still got to hit regardless. Yep. So you still got to hit. Throw some damage on it. You're.
All right. Let's burn.
It's
Hang on.
I think this thing depending on what this roll is.
On the
You
dice.
better hope he doesn't get to go twice in a row. Somebody's gonna die. I think it's gonna be that damn turtle.
I'll try. I'll burn my last spell slot, but there's not much I can do. Do I? No, I'm probably not going to kill him, so I'll just do normal damage.
13 damage.
Looking red.
He's very red. He's heavy
Dark
damage.
orange, so that's pretty good.
Yep, dark orange. He's
Having a
he's
dark
debating
orange
what he's
moment.
gonna do now. Points his finger. You fail.
Hang on.
Yep. You got an effect +3. on there, so you ended up with a +7, but you rolled a 5.
DC 21. That's a hard one to beat.
Yeah, it is a hard one to beat. I'll wait till you give me the go-ahead before I...
No, hang on. I assume it's not acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison?
No.
No.
All right. That is for you, daughter. You are frightened, and if you are frightened as a result of this Finger of Doom, you are paralyzed as well.
Hang on,
And
I'm
you
not
are...
sure I can be frightened. Can
I
I
don't
be?
know. Can you? I don't know.
I think paladins
Your
do
immunity is
have some immunities to fear and mind control.
I don't know whether I've got it yet, though. That's the
I don't know.
problem.
You have Aura Protection, which is already active. Divine Health, which is
I know
immune
you.
to disease.
Eventually, you can't be feared, but I don't know that.
I saw Shelter of the Faithful, and I'm like, maybe that's it, but that's just
No,
that's
eventually
healing and
you
focus.
cannot be feared. Eventually,
Yeah,
I don't think I got-
Golden Leaf cannot be feared.
at some level, paladins get immunity to fear, but I don't remember what level it happens at.
Might be a little higher then. I do not see it. But that is strike 1. And now, everybody's favorite. Hit? What the hell was that? That is not the... What I want. Oh, that's the wrong die. Hold on. Let me give you that back.
Annihilating Aura.
That's the wrong one. Why did it do that? Why did it do that critic? That's weird.
Because
That
you
shouldn't
rolled
have
a...
been-
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
roll
Did
a
you hold
20.
shift at the same time as you press the button? You hold
Maybe
shift when
maybe it
you're
was my
rolling
push to
damage, it
talk.
does crits, yeah.
Probably why I'm pushing to talk here. I gave you that health back though. It did it again. That is not what I wanted.
You're holding down the crit button, that's why.
I'm holding down the alt. That's my push to talk. Maybe that's what it is. Let me give you that back. Damn it.
Jade
User
takes
error
no
on
damage
my-
from the trusty aura of cheese.
Pick 1 or 2, Kylan. 1 or 2.
Pick what? Sorry.
Pick the number 1 or 2.
2.
2. All right. So you're going to take the blue, the not critical dice on the second roll, which is 18 damage. That's pitiful. I just didn't feel like rolling the damn dice again. Oh, motherfucker. And his fucking Finger of Doom recharged. Oh, this is downhill for all of you. This fucking sucks for you guys. He turns his... Oh! Mother of pearl. Sorry, Nafir. You just turned and you were there in 26. I'm so sorry. That's just pure anger and rage. I'm sorry. He turns and focuses at Bod. Literally, well, I guess he doesn't actually have to turn. He just pokes over. Fucking wrecked. Oh, you fucking lucky fuck. You almost got red. You got to go.
So what happened?
You are currently
The
frightened.
fuck is this
but
mass
you're
healing
basically,
word?
when you're touched by
Fucking
his finger
shit
doom, you're
spell.
scared stiff. Literally, they're shaking in your boots for 1 turn.
Right.
So by the time it gets to you to the next round, then you will be fine. And I think Jade will, because of the turn order. Yeah, once this turn order is done, you'll be good to go. Jade should be good to go currently because of the when her turn starts next, it's the end of the round. The end of the can't speak.
You can still attack it. You just can't move closer.
Nope, because you're paralyzed.
A frightened creature has disadvantage.
Look at paralyzed.
You're also paralyzed.
Yep, you're scared stiff.
Oh. All right. I
Bod-
would have
Bod just healed.
I would have inspiration if I'd known that. I thought it was just frightened.
Sorry, yours is going to be gone as soon as it comes to your turn, so you're good.
Bod just
Look at all
healed
this
everyone.
Bod with the biggest heals he's ever done in his life.
It was a good heal. Now it's Jack's turn.
The frightened and paralyzed lasts only one turn, so it's not like you're going to be stuck forever. In fact, because yours was last round, yours comes free.
Might as well be stuck forever. I can't do anything to hurt him, so I'm just going to pass my turn anyway, so.
Well, Jockin might end up killing him. And he did.
Usman!
So you are no longer paralyzed anyways, because he ends his when it dies.
Son of a bitch.
You exceeded it by 2. I told you guys you'd be able to beat him. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't bother with the annihilating aura completely. I only did it on certain things.
Because that would have been dead. Yeah.
If I did that every time you ended your turn within 30 feet of him in this tiny ass room, everybody would have gotten fucking melted. Because it's a tiny room. It's not big enough. I felt that's not fair because no one has a chance to get away from it.
Yeah, when he fell on the floor and died, did a little chest fall on the floor full of gold and money and gems?
No, when he falls to the ground and his body kind of melts and dissipates as he's like kind of seeping between the gaps in the stone in the floor and stuff. His hand is sticking up in his face and he points at Jade and he says, "You have failed your family!" And he melts basically into the floor, and all that's left is a kind of jagged, nasty, crappy looking. I say crappy looking in the sense it's like looks like it's made out of melted flesh that's somewhat hardened, kind of dagger just sitting. Oh, look at that, little cure wounds. A little dagger sitting on the ground where his body had melted away. And I don't have a picture to share, but it looks like it's made out of the flesh of beings.
The flesh of hems?
Beings that have been burnt and crisped and formed into this dagger.
Disgusting. Oh, Jack is going down the stairs now.
I'm going to put it in the party sheet. You can all figure out if you want to get it. Might be good for a rogue type character.
Stairs go up or down?
The stairs go down. As Jade and Jaka get closer to the stairs, that tingling feeling, that sensation they got in their fingers becomes greater and greater. And I'm going to delete tokens because we're going to go to a new one. Unless you guys don't want to go downstairs. That's up to you.
You don't
Well,
need to delete tokens. If you just
hang
put us
on.
on a new map with a pin on a
Hang
new
on.
map.
Woe horse. Did anyone
Wow.
pick up the dagger?
I put it in the party loot. I assumed someone had grabbed it.
Yeah, it looks like the kind of
Yeah.
thing that Nayfair should be using.
Perhaps.
Yeah. But
Oh,
that was my
dagger?
point.
Yeah,
Everybody everybody else whose dagger it wasn't was just like, right, fuck it, let's go.
Oh no,
I was
yeah,
just
there's
like-
sorry, yeah, there's a if you look in the party sheet, Nathan, there's a dagger there.
Well, I
Infernal
get the map
dagger.
ready if you guys
In
want to explain that to me real
The
quick.
party sheet. You can just drag it onto his inventory.
Where's the party sheet?
It's next to the combat tracker icon, 3 little human heads.
On the top right by the tools menu.
And then inventory.
Oh, I see.
You go to inventory and it's got an infernal dagger. That's 4d10 damage. Extra per hit.
Whoa!
Lot of damage.
On a failed save.
Yeah,
Okay,
half that
so-
on a succeeded one. So
Plus it's magic, so you'll actually
How
be
do
able to
I-
hit.
How do I put it from the party sheet onto my sheet?
Drag it to your inventory. On your character sheet, there's a tab that says inventory. Click on that and then just drag the dagger from the party sheet into that window and it'll pop up. And then you can equip it by clicking the little symbol that looks like a bag until it looks
Okay.
like a shirt.
What do you mean by drag it?
drag the dragon skull.
The dragon skull thing, just click and drag it and drop it onto your character sheet. Like drag and drop. That kind of like as if it was like Windows desktop.
There you go, done.
Yep. Ooh, you got it. Went to Napier. And then you can equip it on that same inventory sheet next to the name of the dagger. It should have a little picture of like a brown circle with a bag in it. If you click it till it looks like a jerkin or a shirt, that should equip it. And then you should see it in your actions tab as a usable weapon.
Pew 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 pew. Pew pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert Dylan Grubb.
Okay, it says melee. There's a sword next to it.
Yep. It is a melee range dagger. Where is...
And what is it? What are the stats?
It's on your
Click on the
combat
little
tab.
red
If you go to your
scroll.
actions tab, you'll see it on there.
We might not have ID'd it either yet, so that might be it.
Yeah, I'm clicking. It's definitely ID.
Well, we wouldn't have ID'd it yet, but yeah.
Yep. All right. So on your action tab, when you see it says Infernal Dagger, you have it's a D4 plus 5 slashing with a. It's basically equivalent damage to your. Sorry, I'm trying to magnify the thing. That's weird. Why does it say it's magic on the thing? It should be magic. I might have to just change that real quick. The coding is silly. There, now it's listed as magic. It's supposed to be a magic dagger, hence all the magic extra perks. Basically, if you want to read it at any time, you can click the little dragon head on the right-hand side where the Infernal Dagger is. It'll pop up a little window. And
Okay.
it'll tell you, it says that, and when you land a hit, the target has to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. And then if they fail it, they take 4d10 additional poison damage, or half as much if they succeed. And if they fail, they are poisoned for 1 full minute, which is like
What
10
does that
rounds of
mean?
combat. I don't know what happens when somebody is poisoned because I'm not sure.
Did they take damage every round, or
To be honest, I
Probably.
don't- in theory, that sounds about right, but I'd have to look it up just to be sure.
and they can make a saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success?
That's badass. But you have to make the effects as well, so you can add that.
Poison, yeah, poisoned creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So basically, you debuff them greatly. If
Nice.
they become poisoned. They'll have a less of a chance of hitting. And I don't know why it doesn't. Silly.
A dagger
Mhm.
does slashing damage. My regular daggers do piercing damage, but the infernal dagger does slashing damage.
Cool. Something different.
Yep. The extra damage.
Different kind of dagger. It's probably more of a knife than a dagger, though.
The
Probably
power
little
is
serpentine, jagged-looking things.
for whatever godforsaken reason they didn't.
Cool.
Sorry, I'm making weird things because I'm like, I don't know. Like I've never coded the items. I've always coded just adding spells.
I have to AFK a minute. I'll be back.
Sure. Sorry, give me 1 second here. All right, after that, I'll have to wait. I'll have to do it manually in the meantime, which is fine. Because I can't figure out how to fucking code something on the fly while we're trying to play. It is something otherly that it would be. Now I shared the map. As you go down the steps, you enter into a rectangular room with a door on each east and west wall. On the floor in the center of the room is a green key. The western door has a peculiar pearlescent shimmer covering the door, and there appears to be a violet-colored key embedded into the door that has several keyholes with no keys in it.
Which door is this?
The one on the left, the west, that's the one that's got the pearlescent. That one. That should be locked. No, I don't want you to go in it just yet. No false unlocking. That door should be a little. As you open the door.
This one's open.
As you open the door, you enter in a long hallway with just dust, a little layer of dust all over the place, as if this place has not been entered in some time.
I'm back.
Welcome back. They're in a little basement-y looking place. Well, looks like a sub-level of the same structure as the floor above, but this one has just a complete layer of dust on it, as if no one's been here in ages. And there's a door that has a purple key in it and a pearlescent sheen. That seems the only part somewhat where the key is in the keyhole, but there's 5 other keyholes that do not have keys. Here's what I'm gonna do. Unlock tokens. Just be mindful of your buddies. You don't want to necessarily get too far ahead.
Well, this door's purple, is it?
What's that?
This door's got a purple thing on it, has it?
The door in the room that you were in, that you came down the stairs to, the door on the left has a purple key in the door. You also saw a green key on the floor in front of you, which nobody did anything with.
Oh, well, Bod's going to pick the green key up then, obviously.
Okay. Bod picks up the green key.
Yeah, I've got a green one. I'll go to the
that's a
doctor
green
and get some cream for it.
I'm going to search this area where I'm stood, this little alcove, because it looks weird.
It's dusty and luckily no cobwebs because no spiders here. You see a door. What's that?
Oh, there is a door here.
Yeah, there's a door.
Oh shit!
It's kind of hard. I didn't think of it until because the iron door is kind of blended with the floor. But yeah, there's doors. I believe that one's unlocked.
Yeah, I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to try it. I was just I thought it was an alcove, so I was like, oh, search for things.
This map layout is from the Whatabout or whatever it's called. The
I don't know.
The map generator.
I have no idea what that is either. So
so thing
no care.
Literally click generate and it comes up with stuff.
But yeah, I was just searching it because I thought it was a dead end.
It is not a dead end. There's a doorway there.
Okay. All right.
There's
let's open it.
You look into that room and you see that there are doors on the north and south wall, as you can tell with the map. But there's some spaces where the tile has been pulled up from the floor and dirt below is exposed.
Do they almost look like graves, would you say?
No.
Huh.
You would probably not assume these are graves because it looks like somebody had dug maybe a couple little holes, but nothing. It's not like body buried in there. Looks like maybe somebody was searching. And of course, there's a little hallway at the far end as well.
Are there any rocks or stones around me that are loose?
Around you?
Yeah.
None that you could tell. Everything seems firm and secure where you're standing.
Let me see what I've got on my. Nothing particularly useful.
The chamber
Well,
I was going to make a joke about your spell slots, but
no, I haven't got many of them either. But, well, I could try. I'm gonna just get a bronze coin or something, any cheap coin that's in my pocket, and just flip it onto the so it lands on the dirt.
The stone, the dirt. All right, you flip it, and it actually makes it. You know, because you're a relatively skilled, athletic, and dexterous person. You flip the coin, it lands, and just goes right onto the dirt. Doesn't really bounce much because it's dirt. Absorbs the bounce, and it just sits there like a coin on dirt. It's not quicksand, if that's what you're trying to think. Like it doesn't suck it down into the dirt.
Understand if there was anything lurking underneath it was going.
Oh, okay. I'm like, this isn't Indiana Jones. Like we're gonna.
No. It was more. It's not going to be.
Yeah, just being silly. Do you like the detail in the stone, Jiminy Monka? The various number of tiles I had to put in there to get it to look better like that.
It looks like someone's cracked the floor with a hammer.
Oh, gee, you think? Put the little shadow to set where the tiles look like raised above the dirt. I got a little better. Ooh. And the turtle walks in and steps on the cracked tile and up. No,
and the dirt explodes.
And the room crushes him.
The floor tiles.
You got a turtle sandwich.
The floor tiles come up in the form of construct of the tile. No, I'm kidding. Nope. You step in there, and some of the tiles crack beneath your steps because you're a heavy turtle, but nothing caves in, nothing collapses. You do notice that there's looks like somebody maybe would use their hands to dig a couple holes here and there in the dirt, like they were kind of trying to find something, maybe.
Who has the metal detector? Search the dirt for.
Does anyone have heat metal? Because then I guess that would technically work. Or do you have to be able to see the metal? I don't know how that works.
And the long hallway at the end does not have a door.
It does.
Door to the north and south.
There is a door to, as far as you can see, because I don't think your visibility goes that far, but to the south you do see a door. In that hallway we're just in, to the south, yes, there's a door.
Bod's going to start jumping up and down this mud.
Who, Bod?
Yep.
Oh, so you're like kicking the dirt around and
muddy
stuff?
puddle.
Or you just jumping up
Let's
and
have some water and we can have muddy puddles.
I mean, I don't know. Can any of you make water? Let's do it. Make splash and mud puddle.
Jacka says I could make water.
He's gonna piss all over it. I'm assuming Bod is like, is it just like stomping up and down, or are you kicking?
Yeah,
it
he's just
around,
stomping up and down like a little child playing in a muddy puddle.
Well, did you ever see those statues of the little boy pissing in?
I mean,
that's what I look like right now, pissing into.
You thought me flipping a coin in there was mad, but
one person's pissing, one person's jumping. So Bod is now jumping up and down in the urine that's being peed out.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's dodging. As soon as a little gnome gets his pecker out, he jumps out of the way again.
The strength of Warren G's urine stream kind of pees and shifts around a little bit of the dirt piles and the little holes were dug, and you actually see there's a little reflective something in one of the little tiny handheld holes.
Yeah, now he's got gnome piss all over it.
Yeah, I'm not digging
Well,
Go
For the
through.
record, that's why I was asking: was Bod kicking it around, or was he just going up and down? I gave you the option first. Now there's piss all over.
We're giving Warren the option first.
This is piss all
Warren
over.
gets the first option to retrieve the
No, I've
shiny
been
thing.
holding this as that fucking giant monster upstairs. Okay, guys, this is scary shit for me. I'm pissing myself.
I'm going to take out my short sword and stir the dirt around and wipe it off on Warren's robe.
You're just like wiping it on his pant leg or something. Just like,
Yeah.
Oh,
oh god.
But when I stir the dirt around,
I'm going to cast a fireball.
does it reveal anything?
Yeah, you notice as you start kicking the dirt around with your short sword. There is a small locked chest with metal framing on it. A nice little small chest. It's not too big. It's probably about 6 inches deep, 6 inches tall, and about 8 inches long. Just like rectangular little lockbox. There is a keyhole in it. There's not
Is
like
it
a
green?
padlock. Is the lockbox green? No, it's got a
No, it's the keyhole green.
no. It's just the
Is it-
metal portions are silver, and it just looks like a traditional lockbox.
Is the keyhole smaller than the key that Bod has, or does
I
it
don't know.
look like the key that Bod has would fit?
It looks like that key might possibly fit size-wise.
Okay, well, somebody needs to pick up the chest so we can try to open it.
Somebody pick up the pea-laden chest.
Jacker will pick it up. He doesn't care about pee.
Treasure over piss.
Yeah, Jack doesn't care about a bit of piss. Yeah.
See that? I'm like a leprechaun. I piss on the dirt and treasure appears.
Yeah, you're like a
man.
leprechaun.
Cool.
More than annoying.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so Bod, why don't you try that key in the lock and see if it opens the chest?
Bod will try that.
You try the green key, and it does not turn. It does fit in the slot, but does not turn.
Okay,
Well,
I'm going
I
to
go-
try to pick the lock.
All right.
I'll tell Bod,
use your
yeah.
thieves' tools.
What's
I'm
that?
assuming you're trying to pick it with your thieves' tools.
I'm going to go
Yes.
AFK and get a drink.
All right.
Back in a minute.
Do a thieves' tools check on your character sheet. See
How
if
do I
you-
do that?
Just like on your skill, was it on skills or whatever?
Is it skills?
Under yeah, skills. Oh, I keep forgetting you don't have the damn thing there. I keep forgetting because when you created your
You
character,
can
I didn't
drag
use
it on
Alright,
there and add it if you want. Drag it from
Yeah.
another player's sheet.
That's what I'm gonna do. I keep forgetting it's not on there because when I created the characters, I created them different ways. And that's what it's not letting me drag.
I see thieves' tools under proficiencies, but I don't see anything to click on to.
Yeah, that is real. I'm gonna do that. All right, at the top of that skill page, do you see thieves' tools now?
Yes.
All right, I just added it in. I think I spelled thieves wrong. It should be IE, right? I don't know. The apostrophe maybe is wrong.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back. All right, so
Okay.
to roll that, just where it has the +8, you click on that and it'll do the roll. Oh God, what a pitiful roll! You are fail to. No, I'm kidding. You successfully succeed unlocking it with your thieves' tools, and in it there is a gem.
What kind of gem?
That gem would I'm going to find out. It is a transparent blue-white diamond.
Nice. Does it look
Yes.
valuable?
It is a rather significant sized gemstone, and you imagine it would be very valuable.
Cool.
Do you want me to put that in the party sheet, or do you want to take it individually since you opened it?
I'll give it to the party. Put it in the party sheet.
You're too nice. Too fucking nice. That diamond is worth 5,000 gold piece. Welcome back, Warren.
Well, that's 1,000 gold piece each.
That is when it breaks up, yeah. Basically what'll happen is once you guys go back to like a town or something, you could try to sell it to someone, which is as simple as me clicking a button, and then you guys will get coins that can be divvied up amongst everybody. I don't know if the urine on top of it is going to detract from the price, though.
Well, hopefully the gem was protected from the urine from being inside the box. So
yeah,
we can always wipe it off on Warren's clothes.
I
go over and use my cantrip Mage Hand to dig around in the other dirt.
That's a smart plan. We should have used that first.
Yeah, it's like, hey, he wants to fucking dig it after I piss there. It's up to him.
That's so fucked up. You had Mage Hand this whole time. It's so rude. I'm sorry, guys. That one actually hurts me.
Well, now next thing I hit with my short sword has to make a save against Warren G's piss or get infected with syphilis.
Oh God!
So the next creature that I hit with my short sword has to save versus syphilis.
That's where the poison comes in.
Yeah, that's what his dagger is. That's where the poison comes from. Warren G piss. Yeah.
So
fucking riot. No, unfortunately, you find nothing else. The assessment on the holes, you probably assume somebody was looking for this chest and never quite found it because they just didn't dig deep enough or pee on it.
If only they would have pissed on it.
They would have
found it.
Now, with the amount of dust that's going on, and you guys, it's leaving footsteps from you guys. That's how long ago anybody has been in here. It's been some ages. Now you have a hallway to your right. You can go back to the hallway on your left. You can go north. You can go south. You have a door to the north, a door to the south. Warren's in front of a hallway. You see that hallway goes down to a split and go another way.
Yeah, let's clear them out one by one.
I think we should go back and check that purple key in that door.
Well, there were 5 keyholes, weren't there?
There were 5, I believe 5 keyholes. Yep, and well 6 because the purple one's in there already.
I just open this door and see a green well.
Yep, and you open this door and you see a well, and it looks like that there was some sort of growth on it, like maybe it had flooded at some point, but now it is dry. But the mold and other things have taken root.
Is Jade, is your coin still there? To pick it up and throw it in the well.
Yeah, the coin that has Warren G piss all over it.
Yeah.
It was just a coin. It was just like a bronze piece. I threw it.
Yeah, anyone who has coin on them, they can just throw a piece in there. It doesn't have to be. I mean, you all have money.
What's the acidity content of Warren G's piss? Can we make the coin shiny again?
Oh God.
Hey, I'll go. I'll throw a gold coin in the well.
All right. You toss a coin nonchalantly, and you
make a wish.
You hear it plinking off the side of the well a couple times, so eventually you don't hear it, but you don't hear the sound of any water or anything like that. You don't hear a splash.
So it must be a dry well.
Perhaps.
You don't hear it hit the bottom until 2 hours later.
Have you got...
Is it big enough for the gnome to crawl down there and see what's in there?
I was going to say, have you got create light as a cantrip?
Yep.
Yeah. take a coin, cast it on it, lob it down there.
Yep.
All right, so you cast light on a coin, toss another coin down, you hear similar sounds, and eventually you see, while you don't hear the clinking of a coin, and you don't hear a splash, you do see that the light eventually comes to a stop, and it looks like it might be possibly 80 feet deep, 85, 90, something like that. It's kind of hard to get a perfect estimate. It's pretty dark down here, even with the light being cast, because it's not a big object casting a massive bright light.
I'll get my spectral analyzer out and see how deep it's gone using the shift of light.
Is there a rope on? Is there a rope on this thing that we can crank the rope up with?
There is certainly a rotted, nasty old rope tied to that crank. Yes. Ooh, he opens the door and sees a couple more tiles ripped up on the ground, about another dozen or so. Some broken furniture and a desk. A desk with some papers and a hand that is
All right,
holding a
I'll get to the manual labor. While they're looking at that, I'll start hoiking up the bucket.
Oh, all right. As you twist the bucket, or twist the crank to try and lift up the bucket, the rope gives way and just now you're twisting it and there's no bucket on the end of it.
I'm going to have a look at his desk.
Jaka, you look at the desk and there's a lot of paperwork all over the place, a couple of ripped up pieces of papers, but there's also a desiccated hand on the desk that seems to be holding a red key.
Hand of Vecna.
There's only 4 fingers and a thumb. No 6 fingers. No 6 fingers.
There's no Hannibal Lecter hand then, right? I'm going to grab the red key.
All right, you grab the red key.
And anything in these papers seems useful?
There's a lot of writing on it in various languages. It looks like, what languages do you know? See how much what can you find out? Because you are newly, by the way, I figured out how I'm going to run your intelligence, by the way. Because you know how you have that increased intelligence to 19 now?
Yeah.
I want to run it like the Limitless movie. Like you can recall shit now that you never knew you could recall. You're suddenly smarter.
I watched that movie at work today.
Nice question.
I did.
Nice.
Do rogues in 5th edition still get read languages?
No, don't think so.
They did away with that?
There's a spell you can use that you might, I don't know if you have access to it though, you might.
Rogues used to be able to use magic items that weren't usable by their class, and they used to be able to read languages.
But that's
like
a level 17 or something rogue.
Oh, is it that high?
Yeah, they bumped it way up there. You can use it without a tuning, and it could be without your class or your race or anything. It doesn't matter what the thing is. You can use any magic thing, but I can't remember the limitations on it, but I think it's quantity of items or something. I can't remember exactly, but that is way high up there. They still do have it though. They just made it way harder to get to.
Cool.
I don't see your languages, Turtle Boy.
Aqua,
I speak Common, Dwarvish, Gromish, and Halfling.
Where the hell are they? I don't see them.
On the language
under abilities at the bottom.
Languages, Aqua, Common, Orc.
Oh yeah, I just didn't look that far. You could probably read a couple of them that are common, and it looks as if this documentation, as you start picking through it, and I'm assuming Warren, are you looking through stuff too? All trying to piece it together.
Yeah.
Right. So between the two of you, because there's Dwarvish, Gnomish, Halfling, Common, Aquan. Between the two of you, you kind of piece together that at some point this structure was utilized by various groups over time in an effort to find and combine all the various orbs, some of the orbs that you guys even have currently to achieve their ultimate end. According to the documentation that you can see, some of it written even Elvish. I think you have Elvish, right, Lauren?
Body's stuck in a wall, can't move him.
Nope, I got Common, Dwarvish, Gnomish, and Halfling, but I'm sure that Nafir has Elvish.
Which tab is language under?
That is under abilities at the bottom. So you piece together that once these orbs are all collected, according to these paperworks, that it will grant the user the ultimate power and the ability to change anything as they see fit.
Dragon Ball.
I
Yeah.
am so dumb.
Infinity Stones.
I don't have any languages.
You do. You have Infernal and whatnot, don't you? Yeah, you have Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, and Infernal.
Where is that?
Abilities towards the bottom, right above Advanced Effects, but below all your features and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, I had
Yeah.
the thing closed.
I completely didn't even remember about Dragon Balls, but that's kind of the gist you get out of.
Yeah, Infinity Stones is
this.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Well, that was my original thought. Now, I don't know if Jade remembers, because I mean Jade probably remembers. I don't know if Kylan remembers, because it was like literally the beginning of this entire campaign when you found the black orb.
Probably not.
What's that?
Probably not then.
Yeah. Back when, I know Jade as a character would remember back when the black orb was found, the one that got you your sword, that got you your Tempest sword, that in that little weird fever dream of sorts, whatever you had in that little one-shot thing while everybody was gone. You seem to think the orbs combined will create the last war, because in the history of Tempest, that's what the stuff says. The paperwork here, written in various languages, seem to indicate that it gives the user, whoever combines them, the ability to change history as they see it. The greatest wish and ability of all. It's written in several different languages, different ways.
R.
Yeah. What's the R for? I don't get it.
Don't worry about it. I'm just fucking about.
Okay. How
Yeah.
dare you? So, yeah. So maybe these orbs are special, maybe they're bad. You don't know. You got to figure that out for yourselves. But you do have a bunch of the orbs yourself already.
David Bellamy.
And Warren sees the big hallway ahead.
Prune specimen.
Oh,
So I
that
can't remember
past room
David Bellamy's
above
voice.
the well still had a door on the north side we could check out if you guys want.
That was a beard and a half, wasn't it? Well, that door goes back to where we came from, so we don't want to go back to the multicoloured door yet, because we haven't got all the keys. We've only got a blue key or purple key and a red key so far.
He's talking about that door. You guys,
right, okay.
You guys came from the 15 arrow to the left. That's where you guys came from initially. Sorry, I'm removing point. You open the door and you see. Wait a minute, where is it? Oh, okay. You open the door and you see some kind of altar or stone piece that looks like it was kind of shoved out of the way with a few scrapes on the floor. And as you look around, you see a door to your left and a door to your right. And as you look around up high, you see what appears to be some sort of handle sticking out of a little kind of cubby hole where maybe some of the stone wall was removed and something was attempted to be hidden in there. And something that's maybe I say cubby, it's maybe 1.5 feet wide, 1 foot tall, but it's up high. So it's hard for you guys to see. Like if you were Warren, you would probably just have no idea what's up there, but Tortlehead would look and say, hey, there's something up in that space. You open the door.
I'll pick Warren up and stick him in the hole in the ceiling.
You want to, still a little, how tall is Turtle Boy?
Well, I don't know, about 12 foot tall, isn't
You ain't 12 foot tall.
he? 15 feet.
Fucking, more like
They're pretty tall.
15mm penis turtle head. No, they're not 15 feet though.
No, I'm lying about the 15 feet.
I don't know if you even decided how big you were. Like 6 foot ish.
Oh, right, it's the weight. Yeah, they're 450 pounds is the big problem.
wow.
Yeah, the shell's very heavy.
A bit
But
heavy.
So,
he's a
this
6
altar
foot, 6 foot and 450 pound of shell.
Yeah. This almost seems like time to figure something out.
looks like that altar was moved, you said?
Yeah. Somebody just pushed it up against that wall.
So, like, it could be over top of something, or is it like using that to get up into that cubby?
Well, the cubby is kind of above where Warren's head is right now, and the altar thing was closer to the center of the room.
So I'll pick him up and stick him on my shoulders and push him up into the hole.
You want to push him up to the hole? You can do that if he lets you.
Yeah, he just jumps on my back. He loves it.
All right. Well, the cubby hole's on the right side.
Jump on a turtle's back.
Go to the right side. Well, I'll assume you're going to be
jumping
right
on
side.
turtles' backs.
Oh my god.
My name's
Could've
Warren
just-
G, the hamster.
You could just mage hand again. You seem to forget you have that ability, but as
Yeah, well, I
Voldemort-
was saying I could just levitate up there. But
or that.
That's a waste of a spell, though,
I'm-
isn't it?
Canonically, or however you say that word,
Canonically.
you're riding the turtle's back. That's canonically. You see in this little cubby hole, there is a peculiar-looking battle axe and a breastplate and a couple coins strewn on the bottom of the cubby.
bring them out and hand them down to Jade, towards Jade.
All right. Let me put
Okay.
this. Put the axe in the viney battle axe in item party sheet, and then standard breastplate. Nothing fancy about it. Just your basic thing, and then I'll put a couple coins. And the gold coins, 7 gold pieces, were put in the partial coins. Yeah.
Wow,
So,
how come? I just realized this weapon seems really light.
what's that?
The battle axe seems really light when I was handing it down.
It is very light. It weighs about half as much as you would normally think.
Yeah, definitely something I would use.
So it might give you a +2 initiative. You never know. You swing faster.
So you're saying give it to Jade? No.
I don't use it, so hey.
Wait, Jade, didn't you have that thing that increased your initiative? Or is that in the chat? I don't remember.
Nope.
The rod of alertness. The rod of alertness. I said you should give that to put in Jade's backpack because that'll give you the advantage on rolls for initiative. That's in party sheet. Nobody's taken it yet. That's
All right,
fun.
give it to Jade. Yeah,
Might
also
wanna
got some
figure out-
magic powers. Yeah.
There's some stuff in there. You guys should pick and choose out of there what you guys want instead of leaving everything in there. Might want to equip. All right, so you managed to get the that peculiar viney looking, almost wooden looking nature axe, a standard breastplate. It's oddly not even rusted or anything. It's been down here ages. There's even some dust on it, but it still seems to be in decent condition. And then 7 gold coins. You'll notice that the print on the coin is a coin stamp that you're not familiar with. It's very old.
Anything I might be able to recognize? With my age being 243.
Oh, you're 200. I did not know you were 243 years old. My God.
Yeah, I'm young.
I'm an elf too, so I'm probably pretty old too. We didn't determine my age, I don't think.
I do not believe we did because I was hesitant to keep all that stuff and just come out. I didn't want to be my entire.
Where do we
character.
get these old fellas from, Jade? They're so
Yeah.
old.
All these old boys?
Well, I don't necessarily look old because I am an elf.
Yeah,
So
You can tell an elf is old.
I mean, a teenage elf is still like 150 years old.
Yep, you're old. Old as fuck. You're as old as the hills.
Old as the mountains. You look at. I think you guys might know Warren. You're probably still a little too young to have actually seen these in heavy circulation, but in the same way that we Americans are like, oh, it's a bicentennial quarter, you would recognize it in that sense. I think Nafir, I assume you're a little older than that. You'd probably have seen these in circulation or limited circulation, anyways.
Well, I do
assuming your
have
age.
history as a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So you would imagine that you would probably recognize that perhaps as the Kingdom of Bristol.
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 Not very common, though. I haven't seen many of them around, I take it.
The Kingdom of Bristol was destroyed like 300 years ago.
Okay.
They were usurped
Was it?
by some
Did all the
beings.
boats just sail off?
No, they were killed. Every single one of them.
All the boats
That
were
lost.
killed. Oh, that's me.
No, not the boats. The people. Wait, why do you say boats? Do you assume they're you? All right, hold on a second.
Bristol's a place in England.
I was going to say
Bristol's a
it's
place in
whatever.
in like every state in the United States as well. But on that map that I just shared, you'll see the Bristol Peaks. To the north of the peaks, in that little unmarked area, that one that looks, the part that looks kind of burnt, the darkened grass, that's where the Bristol Kingdom was. But they're gone. Yeah, all that remains.
Looks like
is
a
the
big
peaks.
lake there.
North of that, there's really no markers. It looks like the road that goes between the valley goes into like just dead grass area. To the north of the peaks, the lake is to the south of the peaks, but the kingdom.
Oh, I see. Up the top there, where it's going dark there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's not just a cloud.
No, not a cloud. Not a cloud. But yeah, that's where Bristol was. But Bristol was named after the king, and the Acrosolos didn't take kindly to him, so they made it. That's history you don't need to know. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. Any which ways. So yeah, so you got a little fancy battle axe, a couple coins, a breastplate, and that's about all you found in this room. And you do notice there are door to your left, door to your right. There's also that hallway that you didn't go down yet as well. A viney battle axe to Jacka. There is a war pick, by the way. Might go good with Bod. It's a hammer. The war pick is like a hammer, kind of. Sorry. That's been in there for ages. Bod needs a magic weapon. That's been there since like 12 sessions ago. Actually longer. All right. So you notice a hallway that goes to the north after you cut through those.
Which have you got? Identify Warren G.
I don't know. Does anyone have identify?
Because we're going to need to identify these magic items before we can use them.
Yeah, I can that's an axe. That's a war. That's a breastplate.
I was always of the mind that you could use, like, without identifying something, you could use it, but you wouldn't know what the fuck it does, so it could fuck you up and you never know it.
I have insight.
The axe has a special ability that it makes you scratch your head and say, "Oh, I wonder what this does."
Oh, this is very light, this axe.
That's why I say it feels lighter than another axe, and I'm small. So, hey, it's...
Might be a magic weapon.
I said
Do we have detect magic?
No, I don't.
Isn't that a cantrip?
I don't have it.
It's not detect magic, it's identify magic you want. Archie, I mean, detect magic would tell you it's magical, but yeah.
But you won't know what type of magic.
Identify is a spell that lets you identify magical items.
Yeah. You could go, I guess with detect magic, you could go, that's a magical thing. End of story.
Yep. And you see it did a little loop around. There's still a couple places you haven't gone yet or found. Ooh, you see a room to the north and a room to the south. No doors. It looks like the doors were busted off. In the room to the north that Jock is checking out, you see a couple of bookshelves, maybe a trophy case.
Search the trophy case and the bookshelves to see if there's any keys laying around or anything else of interest.
There's a chest down here, guys.
There is a chest down there. So I'm assuming Nefira, you're checking through all the cases There's
Yeah, we'll all
Yeah.
do it. Bod and all three of us can do it.
all right. So you guys notice that in one of the cabinets, when you open the door, the one next to Jaka, that's the door's open towards the wall, so you might have to move it a bit. But there's a white key just sitting inside once you open the door. Nice little white key.
Okay, so we have green, red, white, and the purple one's already there. So we have 4 out of 6.
Correct.
Crystal Tips and Alistair.
We need to find 2 more. And
And
I heard Warren G yelling about a chest
Yep.
down there, so I'll go down and check it for traps.
he yelled, "There's a chest." You notice that this looks like it might have been an armory because there's a bunch of empty weapon racks all around, and the wooden floors are decrepit. Some of the wooden panels have been caved in. Some are decayed. You like that shadow, Jiminy Monka, on the wood pieces, the sunken pieces of wood? I'm like, let's do this shit custom. I literally took the shadow tool and traced the outline of the wood planks to make them.
Cool.
I was like, I'm being sneaky.
Cool.
All right, so yeah, so you see a chest.
It does the trick, dude. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm being sneaky.
I'm going to check the chest for traps.
You look around the chest and you don't see anything that looks to be a trap. You can ascertain that this heavy iron chest is locked, though, because when you try to look at the lock piece, you can see the mechanism through the large keyhole. And that it is locked. But you don't see any traps.
Okay, shall I open it, guys?
Yes.
You know,
Okay, I'm going to try to pick the lock.
All right, do a thieves tool roll again. Same way as last time. Ah, look at you and your super high fucking proficiency. Damn you. The thieves tool roll for that was only a DC 12, so you succeeded in unlocking it. You could have also smashed it with a DC 18 strength check, by the way. Yes, I put both DCs on there because I'm like, yes.
Finesse, not brute force.
So you
Finesse.
unlocked it, and inside, nearly identical to the other keys you found, there's a black key inside the chest, and that's all that's in there. Black key.
Okay, I guess Bod is collecting the keys, right?
Yeah, Bod's collecting the keys.
Give him
All
all
right.
the keys.
Give Bod the keys then. And then we're missing one more key, I think. Were there 6 keyholes or were there
What about-
6 empty keyholes?
What about
5 empty keyholes.
Okay,
what's
so
up here?
It just loops around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that just comes back. Oh yeah, that just comes back on the other room.
Does it?
Yep.
Well, we know where the next place to look is, don't we?
Where?
south.
Somebody got a rope.
Oh.
Yeah, have I got a rope?
The rope decayed there, so there's because that rope is old as fuck.
Have I got a rope?
I have got
I-
a hempen rope. Yeah, I've got a rope.
Gentlemen, remember how I got you guys out of the jail cells and down the bridge?
Are you going to levitate down on your own, are you? Go on then.
No, I'll levitate you. How's that?
450 pounds.
Man, you're gonna need more than a spell for that.
Yeah,
I think I'm-
didn't I? You couldn't levitate me down, could you? Do you remember? Because I was too heavy.
Yep.
I'm not saying you're a fat turtle, but
I'm not a
Jesus.
fat turtle. I'm just. It's all.
Bullshit.
It's all shell.
Bulky. He's bulky.
You might not
My
even be able
chest
to fit in
collapsed onto
again.
my back. Yeah.
I feel like
You get the reference?
I feel like a nut.
All right,
Feel like a
levitate is a
nuts.
level 2 spell. Lasts for 10 minutes. How far down do you think the thing was?
80 feet.
You estimated 80 to 90 feet roughly.
If I go down, can I levitate in myself within that 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, you can push yourself as fast as you want to go. I mean, it's literally just push yourself off from like maybe the mounted
You haven't got to
whatever,
push
the
yourself up.
pulley.
He can just pull himself down
Yep.
using the walls of the well to travel, can't
exactly. And then just jump, push yourself off of the wall to push yourself back up.
All right. I got my light already down there, so
Yep, the light's still going on because that's got plenty. What is
Right.
it? An hour on it.
and I'll have light with me coming down as well, so I can see the walls as I go down.
Okay, so you go in, you've levitated yourself, and they give you a little bit of acceleration by helping push you down, since you can't just like fly on your own.
Overhand swing.
The gnome in the well. Stuff
like-
the gnome in
it's
the
like-
well.
It's like spiking a volleyball. Like, pow,
Yeah.
no. So they give you a little push down. So you manage to, it's 80 feet, 90 feet is only, not even a minute to get down there. I mean, it's real quick. At the rates you're moving. And you manage to get to where you see the light, and you see a bit of a soggy dirt bottom. And with the light that you have, as well as the light thing, you're like, this is kind of muddy. And that's why you didn't hear it clink at the bottom.
Yeah, but the light stone that we threw down first didn't sink into the mud. It's just laying there,
No.
right?
Yep, that's correct. It's
Okay.
it made like a small little like impact, but not enough to like embed itself per se.
Can I take my staff and like stir around the dirt and see if there's anything there?
You sure can. As you start doing that, you start kind of moving and shifting around because you are levitating. You haven't anchored yourself down. But on the parts that you're kicking around and sticking around with your staff, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Just a bit of mud, a little bit of rock, and a little further down, probably a little bit of clay.
Nothing down here but mud, guys.
Echo, 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 echo,
Yes.
echo.
Is levitate a cantrip?
No, it's actually a level 2 spell, so I had to use a.
Just make sure you don't stay down there too long.
That's what I was saying. It's a 10-minute spell, so I'll be up
Oh,
and
yeah.
back before the 10 minutes is up.
Yeah, you'd probably make it back, given the travel time's the quick part. So you manage to get back up and out, and aside from a bunch of muck on the end of your staff, there's not much going on down there. You don't even see a bucket.
We'll put all
we're
these
still
keys in the
quick-
doors now, I suppose, isn't it?
How about the dirt in this room that I'm at? Do we scour through that dirt there?
Oh yeah, sorry.
you
How
can.
many keyholes are in this door? Let's establish that. How
There's-
many keys have we got?
There's 6 keys, 6 keyholes. One of them had a purple, like lavender violet looking one already in it.
We
So
got the
there's
red and
5
the blue
empty
and the.
ones. You got red, you got blue, you got black, you got white.
We got so we got everything then.
Wait, you don't have blue or red. Which one do you not have? Shit.
We got
Spoiler-
red.
We have red.
You don't
We
have
the
blue.
red.
You don't have blue.
We don't have the blue, but we
You don't
have
have
the
it.
red one.
So now you know you're looking for a blue one. I'm sorry.
Red, green, white, and black
Yeah,
are
you
the
got the
ones we
green
have.
one. You got the green one. You're just missing the blue one.
Red, green, white, and black. So we need
Yep.
whatever the 5th color is, which is blue.
Did we
a voice
search,
from
did we
above
search
tells
this
us
mud
it's blue.
here for a key?
Yeah, I included that when you were searching through the other ones. And Warren, you kind of use your mage hand to sift through that one, and you don't find anything of interest.
I'm gonna go search
I
to
feel
see.
like I
Jack is
wanna
gonna
give you a
search
hint,
for
but-
secret doors up here in this room.
throw me a roll. And you, very nice roll, but you don't find anything.
Well, I'm going to do my searching. I'm just going to walk up and down the corridors and smack the walls.
I'm going to search this altar that's been pushed up against the wall in this room here.
I think that wall you're standing next to, Jade, looks a bit slightly off.
Well, Jade's walking down the hall, knocking on all the stone, and when you get to the corner,
She's
you
looking
get a little
very
echo.
bored about it.
You get a little echoey sound behind it.
Yeah, I was right.
Because you know what Dungeon Draft looks like. So you know where the freaking secrets just by walking around the damn hall. You can
Well, I
tell
mean,
because
that's
of the
just.
texture.
I thought that was a deliberate thing by you.
It's because I fucked up and make
Turn around like, fucking hell! What are all these people doing here?
Where they all come from?
We just like your company, Jade.
Just turn around, just like reflex punch the thing that's behind.
You punch the wall and all the stones kind of collapse. They weren't even hardly put up. The
No, I was
mortar
talking
is
about the
done.
people suddenly appeared behind me.
Hey, it's a
there's
room.
There's a room with what looks like bed frames and a somewhat soggy floor and a mattress that is looks like it has some old dried bloodstains.
We're gonna have a look at his
and a doll.
skull on the
Search
floor.
everything.
That's not a
Search the
skull.
bed frames.
All right, the bed frames look broken, and Jaka picks up that little stuffed teddy
Or is
bear.
it a stuffed teddy bear? Okay.
It is a stuffed teddy bear
Made of bone.
and it's not made of bone. An old
Are you
rotten
sure?
doll. Yeah, it's not made of bone.
I think you're obsessed with bone. I've got
It's
a bone
made of-
for you.
It's made of boner. No, I'm kidding. An old rotten doll rests on the floor. When you pick it up, it reveals a dark, evil, childlike voice.
Hello, I'm Chucky.
No.
Chucky's here.
Wait, play with me. Play with me.
It tells you a tale that reveals a story of devilish armies and werewolves and other forces forging a pact to find all the mythical orbs of legend. The first they found was use the power of shield to protect themselves from the king's armies. After the armies were defeated, Ravager turned on his allies and used the shield to contain them and sink this place into the ground. Over time, everyone and everything inside faded to memory, the power of the orb subsiding in the depths without an owner. And when the doll finishes telling its tale, it falls to pieces of cotton and dust, and in your hand is a blue key.
Well done, Jade. You found the secret key, Bloom.
Look at that shit, man.
Well, I was just getting bored and banging on walls.
You're just knocking your head in the wall because you're like, what the fuck is going on? There you go.
Bod is gonna put all the keys in the door.
So as you
Unlock
put each key in one at a time, because you only have one hand to hold and one hand to place, you see that the
One hand to
pearlescent
hold 'em.
sheen. What?
One
No
hand to
one to hold
hold 'em.
them, no one to go, no when to run.
Yeah, that's it.
So as Kenny Rogers sticks each key into a keyhole, somehow he just instinctively knows which keyhole to put which key. The oil-like sheen covering the door kind of dissipates and separates, allowing each key to press into the keyhole. And as he gets the sixth one in, all 6 keys simultaneously turn clockwise and click 1/4 position. And the door slides backwards and opens and turns and reveals the hallway behind it.
I promise I will never say this phrase again, but do my tingly fingers feel any different once I do
Much
that?
more tingly, much more tingly.
All right.
And inside this door, you see a dusty, dank hallway. Jaka enters a room with an empty crate and a heavy metal door beyond it that seems to be pried open.
Kenny Rogers is gonna come walking in behind Jacka.
Kenny Rogers.
Search the crate.
When you reach down to look into the crate and you start moving around through the dust, it actually brutally
Bod had
falls
a
apart.
rename.
Little plank to the left, right, south, and all
Nice.
the
Quality construction.
I mean, it's only hundreds
Why
and hundreds
can't I
of years
move
old.
my token?
Oh, you're stuck in a wall.
Must be from
I'll never
China.
have to move you.
All right.
I don't. What?
Was this pried open from the outside or the inside?
You probably can't tell. I'm gonna give you a new token. There you go, Jade. New token. You see it? Yep.
Yep.
You have a door to the north and a door to the south, and obviously the space beyond the pried open.
Has somebody searched this, whatever the hell this thing is, to my
The-
north?
It is a crate, and they broke apart when they went to search through it, and there's just dust inside. Ah, room with some stools, rotted old wood. You notice as you're walking through each room and to and fro, there's a kind of sheen that kind of goes over all the stones periodically, almost pulsing. And it reminds you of the barrier that was covering the door that you put all the keys into. Shaka comes to a doorway. A room with a shit ton of mirrors.
Mirrors?
Mirrors. And as you step in to that little space between those mirrors, you start to kind of feel in your brain a very blinding, bright white sensation, as if it's like right behind your eyes.
My teeth are so bright, I've been brushing them regularly.
It's more like you're having an aneurysm.
I've got to look away from the mirror then, yeah.
And unfortunately, you can't. Not of your own
There's no need
accord.
to be rude.
Maybe somebody should push you out of. And you're making a sound like ah at this point.
Okay, well, Bod's going to grab him out of the way then.
All right, Bod pulls him out of the way.
Don't look at the mirrors, they're weird. And he's going to slap Jack around the face.
You slap him and you come through. You might want to relay your tale of pain and woe.
Yeah. Don't look at the mirrors, they do something to your brain.
They'll fuck with you.
Actually, yeah, we're just going to smash the mirrors, yeah?
Warren pops open a door. And down the hallway in that room that Warren opened up, there's a large stone obelisk with some glowing lights and periodically what appears to be lightning shooting off of it. And I don't have an effect for lightning, so I couldn't draw it on the map.
Mirrors and lightning. Do you think that's like a puzzle where we have to have the lightning?
You named him Kenny Rogers, motherfucker.
That's what I said, Kenny Rogers. What?
I was thinking you were just talking. Oh, fuck's sake.
You're the one who said his name's Kenny Rogers. He's now find his actual final name. Been looking for weeks. I am Kenny Rogers.
The gambler is I'm assuming Kenny Rogers' eyes are closed.
Yeah, exactly. He knows when to hold them, knows when to walk away.
All right. And Warren, you see the room kind of makes you think of like you as a person, and would think of it as like, you know, those Tesla coils, how they kind of shoot beams of electricity off them periodically arcing out onto other ones. It kind of does that. At the center of this mechanism is an pearl reactor orb, kind of hooked into this contraption.
There's a huge.
Is it like one of the orbs
standing
that
there,
they described in the books?
It would be an orb that, based on what you've seen other people have and what you read, you would probably think it is.
Okay. Can I have my mage hand go over there and grab it and knock it down from up there so it depowers this thing?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I'll try.
Let's see here. Give me an intelligence check. Just an intelligence check off the main tab, nothing fancy. This is going to be determined if your construct of your mage hand can survive. And unfortunately, it does not. Your mage hand goes to touch it, and a piece of the arcing lightning that goes and shoots out in the wall just passes right through it and obliterates the hand. It almost seems like the hand becomes a part of the lightning even. It strikes up to the roof of this room and passes through. You do notice that though you're standing in here, and even with Jaka in the corner, the lightning is not hitting anyone. And you see that the sheen of the walls that you saw as you're walking through, that kind of oily sheen, is more prominent in this room.
Jack is going to grab the orb with his hand.
Give me a Constitution save.
Good night, Jade.
Give me a Constitution save.
Ooh,
Jaka.
I was gonna say that's not me.
You're like, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Okay.
I got a 7.
Swimming with 3 hands. Or paws, or whatever the fuck turtles have.
So your shell turns into a marshmallow and burns. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't do that. You just fall unconscious. Not dead. You don't lose any health. It's just like you fell asleep, passed out kind of deal. You're not in the danger of dying. You just nighty night Rip Van Winkle for some time.
I'll try the mage hand trick that Warren G tried.
Hang on. Before... Whoa!
Well,
I'm going to go grab Jacker and drag him back.
Yeah.
Kenny will help you.
fucking Kenny Rogers.
Before you start conducting more evil experiments,
All right, so
let
you-
me save our friend.
so you drag him away, and
Yeah.
as you're grabbing Jaka, who is effectively stunned. Wow, your light lasts for D3597, so 3,600 rounds. No, so you drag him away. One of the lightning bolts that shoot off it comes within 6 inches of your back, Jade, and then bends around you and Jaka and Kenny Rogers and turns 90 degrees away and hits the opposing wall of the room. It's as if these lightning strikes are trying to avoid you guys.
So, Nathan's go.
You know,
I'll slap the turtle to see if he wakes up.
somebody should pee on him.
Yeah, maybe.
Warren,
Maybe.
P duty.
Not around electricity, guys.
Yeah,
Kenny
you ever
and, Kenny
peed on
and
an
Jade
electric
can
fence?
You notice-
give Jacker a slap to wake him up.
You give him a couple slaps.
Yeah,
After
not
about-
hard. I'm not gonna like pow.
After about 20 slaps, he finally like comes to. He's a little dazed.
Clear.
And
You shocking grasp.
What?
Clear.
when can Kenny Rogers give me an insight check? This is just passive insight check, basically. Not bad. Nice little roll of 20. Kenny Rogers noticed that when he approached the pedestal with all the keys in his pocket, because I'm assuming he took it out of the door, because why would you ever leave the fucking keys in something?
Exactly.
As he approached the pedestal, the currently like bluish white lights on the border of it start to change colors corresponding to keys.
So put
And as
the
he
keys
walks
on
away,
so these
they go
boxes have got corresponding key colours, have they?
Maybe.
Okay. Well,
Right now they just look kind of bluish white.
Well, I'm going to get the keys and move them close to it and see which one they line up with. See what the.
As you move closer, you notice that each one changes a separate corresponding color. As the keys move more than a foot away from it, they don't.
All
have
right.
a
So we're
colour.
just going to place the keys on whatever looks like the right spot
Okay.
for each key.
Yep.
Matching.
Now, what's that?
Color matching.
Yep, that's a smart plan. Are you going to put them in one at a time, or are you going to have everybody kind of help?
We can. I suppose we can get everyone's help. Yeah. Once we figure out which key goes where, we'll get everyone to stand in position and put the keys down at once.
If you
And then
start
we got Tony
clockwise,
Stark
you know.
here, so we can snap his fingers at the finish of it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I can snap a finger. All right, so you managed to get the keys in there. I'm not going to make you move all your tokens. I'm assuming you're all standing around it. And, Kenny Rogers will do 2 of them, and everybody else will be able to hit 1. You put them in simultaneously, and they suck into the device, and the keys go down, but not like that. They kind of like, they click in, and instead of turning, they pull in further. The lightning stops. The pearlescent shape of the room and all the stuff that you saw, like the sheen on the walls, dissipates. The 5 clamps that are holding the orb in place retract, pop open. The orb is just sitting there, and now it's this nice pearl, a large pearl.
Okay. Jack is grabbing the pearl. I like pearls.
Jacka, now grab it.
So it looks like Jacka and Jade are going to be the orb holders because he already doesn't have many. But yeah, so you get an orb. And where's
So
the
we have a
orb?
black orb and a white orb so far.
No, they have more than that. They have a black orb. They have a white orb, a blood red orb. There's one that looks like wind forming a ball. Then there's the one that Jaka got real early on, which was like a kind of faint pinkish purple color, almost like that key that was in the door.
Aren't there
on, so-
supposed to only
Hang on,
be
Kenny
5
Rogers has
orbs?
got no orbs at all.
Can we take these keys back out now that the pearl's off of there?
Jack has got a purple orb, and that's it. And he's
No,
got-
I think I've got one of them. I've got the Ozek's orb, is it?
Guys, I'm going to have to take off.
Yeah, it's getting to that time now anyway.
Yeah, so I mean, I got to go like immediately. So I'll
Okay,
catch
All right,
you
bud.
guys on Monday.
All right, man. We'll see you
Thanks
later.
for the adventure, 11, and everybody have a good night.
You too. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Can we retrieve the keys from these locks?
Are they absorbed into the stone, don't they?
I have no idea what color the orb is I've got, but I've got Ozak or Ozek's orb, whichever it is.
My dinner's here too, guys. My wife just walked in.
Okay.
11, you there?
You know what, you're pressing the wrong
I am
button.
pressing the wrong fucking key.
Pressing the wrong button. I was right. I knew it. He's pressing the wrong
Yep,
button.
that's Yeah, I am here. Your wife came in for dinner. You have fun and enjoy. Make sure you don't pee on any of it.
Yeah, resist the urge.
Yep. Yes, resist.
Well, how much longer are we going to go?
I was just going to go over the orbs and reveal
Oh,
to
no.
them the other one.
I've got the red one.
Yep, you got the red one and the onyx one.
Oh, yeah.
And Jack has got the purple one and the pearl one, did you say?
The pearl one that you just grabbed, and then you have the one that's the wind, the one that gives you the charge feature. So you have 5. I think you have 6.
Okay, so he
though. I
has.
think this is 6.
So why isn't that showing up in Coney G's inventory?
I have no idea. 'Cause I see purple orb. That's all I see. I thought you would have. Maybe I didn't make the item. Did I not make the item for it?
Good night, guys. Take
Good
it
night.
easy.
Good night. Have fun.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll worry about that later.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. You have because you have the
I've got
wind
the
one that
ability,
gives
but
you
I've
the
not got
charge.
the orb. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
To be honest, I thought I had one orb and it was just one of them was misspelt, so I had it listed twice.
No, there's 2 of them. And this one is called the Sentinel Shard because it grants you. The fun part is the orbs. As you get more of them, they start to give you information about themselves. Why do you not have the? Oh, there it is.
So what does one of them gives me the attack. I don't know. What
Yeah, that's the blood red one. The black one gave you your sword. Now, what else it does, you don't know because you haven't done anything with it. It's just kind of sitting there in your bag.
True.
But last time you touched it, it put that thing in there. Now, the Sentinel Shard, once per day, recharge. I forgot to type recharging at midnight. You can cast Prismatic Wall, which is a level 9 spell.
This is very, very good spell. Yes.
Yeah, it's an obscenely good spell.
You should
Yep.
probably give
And
that to the peeing wizard.
Yeah, yeah. It's you can make a bubble or a wall, just like flame wall or force wall. Same thing. It's just this one has multiple effects and lasts for 10 minutes. And because it's coming from the orb, does not require concentration. So
As long
nice
as the
little
orb can
defensive feature.
concentrate, it's all good.
Yeah, and since you can't carry that entire mechanism, which is what causes the thing to work as a force field for this place. That's the whole point of that mechanism is to essentially channel the power into a force field for a building. You can't really carry that. I don't think any of you are strong enough or have big enough pockets. You got to use it just like the classic method. It would have been 3 times a day, but the shit's been worn out because it's been sucked up into this place for ages. The joy of abusing and manipulating things via Hill Hydra technology. This fucking Hydra. I accidentally copy everything. Who the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah.
everybody's
Boom,
gone.
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much running.
Well, I'm still here, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
But
exiting the
Daddy-O's
table
gone.
anyways.
The thingy's gone. It's
Yep.
almost midnight, so yeah, very good.
Yes, and I closed.
Fair enough. Yep.
You guys are close to getting the ultimate Dragon Ball power, or maybe you can snap shit. I don't know which way it's gonna
Hadouken!
handle. Yeah, you're gonna Hadouken.
I was just trying to get a basic set of plate armor. That was what I was looking for.
Well, there's a
End
breastplate.
up with Tony Stark
No,
powers, yeah.
that breastplate's medium. It's not even
Yeah.
heavy.
That's true.
The chain armor I've got is heavy armor.
Well,
That's not even proper heavy armor.
maybe you want to see what you could do with that black orb, because when you needed something useful, it gave you it. So maybe, who knows? Maybe next time you could check that out.
Just want some armor.
I just want some armor. You put your hand on it and pull out a full fucking plate of holy celestial armor.
Yep.
No celestial armor. I'll have to come up with a good one. Kidding.
The Sword of Tempest armor.
Yeah, well,
No, I mean, I'm not even talking magic armor. Just normal fucking plate armor would be good.
That's not
Anyway.
demon armor, yeah, which is what Kenny Rogers has got.
Yep.
Right, I shall see you good folk on Monday, I guess.
Okay, arrivederci.
Have a
I
good night.
will stay
Good night,
awake.
have a good weekend.
Thanks,
Monday,
11.
same
Yeah, that
time,
was good
yes.
fun.
Tis fun. Yes.
Good night.
Have fun.
Good night.
So apparently, heavy armor is useless according to Reddit.
Well, magical heavy armor isn't. It's magical enough to not be heavy.
I know.
Good
I'm
night,
just looking
everybody.
at,
Thank you for
I just
watching.
looked up the
cancel
SRD
this
because I was
thing
like,
now.
what
Get
heavy
the
armors are
ends
available? And I'm like, I mean, he's got the strength, but still getting the penalty to move stealthily kind of sucks. At least he wouldn't get the movement penalty.
Yeah.